Okay, we're live. Great, great, great. Hello, everyone. Good evening. While we wait for some people to tune in and join us, we will just do some introductions. So those that are re-watching this, you've come across this at the right time. And of course, I will upload this to YouTube. And of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you are new and you're coming across this, because it helps get messages out to people that, of course, can't afford readings or healings. And this is the whole reason of doing the lives and my weekly videos, is to give people some guidance, of course, complimentary, and to help them on their journey, because everyone's going through a difficult time at the moment. Hi, guys that have just joined me. Good evening. So I hope everyone is well. It's so hot here in Melbourne. My God, it was like 30 something today. I was struggling bad. Hello, Marianne. Yes, darling, we're not doing readings straight away. Hello, Sahan. Welcome. How are you, Sahan? Are you well? Good to hear from you. Sahan is an amazing healer and spiritual teacher in India, I think, or Sri Lanka. One of them, I can't remember. Good to see you, my friend. Hello, Jess. Hello. Hello to everyone else that's watching. While we wait for a few more people to jump on. The purpose of tonight is just to have a bit of a discussion. I want to share my experiences as a healer and a psychic. So you guys have a bit of understanding how it's like from my point of view, because so many people ask me in my private sessions, how did you start and all that, so I thought it would be a good time to do that. Then after we've done that, I'll do some mini live readings. So if you want a mini reading, you have to stick around. Sorry. Hello, Aaron. Good to hear from you. Yes, Sahan, you're from Sri Lanka. Yes. I knew it was either India or Sri Lanka. I think you've been to, was it India that you went to recently? I saw. Actually, I have my things from Egypt here. I have got a Silket and Osset. And this crystal here is actually from Brazil. It's a very, very powerful mediumship crystal. Hopefully one day I can get to Sri Lanka and India. Actually, I was going to go, believe it or not, before COVID happened in 2019 when I was still at Qantas, but obviously it didn't happen. But I'll get around to doing it one day. I need to go to see the Shiva temple because I have a strong energy to Shiva. Hello, Di. Now, Di, I believe you are Jess's mum. Is that right? Hi, Sarah. How are you, darling? Yes, I'm good. Been very busy and it's been very hot here today. Actually, I put the air conditioner on because I'm dying. I really shouldn't have put this black top on because it's worse for the heat, but oh well. Alright, so as I said, those just joining us, we will be doing mini readings soon. I just want to give you guys some insight from my point of view as a psychic healer medium, how I started, because a lot of you who watch my channel and those that are going to be watching on replay are actually highly intuitive. And so I started, I guess, I've always been spiritual and I've always had a connection to spirits ever since I was a kid. You know, I grew up obviously in a Christian family. And always used to pray, and both my parents are very, very religious. Well, I wouldn't say religious in terms of like going to church every week, but you know, have faith in God and all that. And I used to start to pray as a kid, and I remember some of my childhood memories that the power used to go out or the water used to go out, and I'd sit there and pray and light a candle and ask, "Oh God, make the water come on, or make the power come on." And you know what? It used to come on not long after. I'd say a little prayer, and you know what? It wasn't until years later that I had a reading with a famous psychic, and the psychic said to me, "You know, you're a very powerful manifester," and it just brought me back to those early, you know, ages, you know, growing up, how your intention, really, what you put out, really comes back to you, and so it is very hard, you know, when you're going through a difficult period, to see the positives in the situation. Hello, Danielle, welcome. But we always have to trust the universe and use our intuition and trust ourselves. And so it wasn't until, you know, later on in life that my mum was given a tarot deck from someone that she worked with. And she brought it home and was just playing around with it. And I thought, what are these things? So I picked them up. And then I said, what are these? And Mum said, oh, the tarot cards are what they use to get, you know, like to get answers during a psychic reading. And I thought, that's interesting. There must be something to this. And so I started to play around with the cards. But even before that, I mean, I used to have amazing dreams and experiences and pick up energies, since I was a child. I remember having night terrors, and I'd scream and yell, and my mum would come in, what's wrong, and I said, I saw this, this like nasty person or energy, or can't remember what it was, but it was nasty, I remember. And I was empathic then, picking up energies, and there was actually a spirit attached to the house, which, interesting enough, they got rid of later through a monk came to bless the house that we lived in and cleared the energy. But I've always been empathic and picked it up. And so later on in life, my abilities and skills came out. Hello, Laura, welcome. Yes, Di, I'd be proud of her too. She's a beautiful soul. We had a wonderful Christmas celebration, a day with Ben and the kids. It was such a good day, and hopefully I'll see her next week. And so, yeah, later on as I got older, I started to really trust in my abilities, and I had a lot of dreams and out-of-body experiences, when I go to sleep, and it started to worry me because I thought, am I going crazy? And it wasn't until recently that I saw my friend Donna Abrahams do a video on her YouTube, and she's also known as the Metal Medium. So if you are interested in connecting with her, she's amazing and very accurate. And I was watching her videos, I thought, oh my God, I should do that and talk about my experiences too, because a lot of people ask me about it. But I resonate to a lot of what she said because, as a kid, I was very empathic. I remember going to my auntie, my grandmother's sister's house. We call her auntie out of respect. And, she had tendonitis. And I remember sitting there and everyone was around the table and I started to get so much pain in my hand. I thought, oh my God. And I used to say to her, oh my God, my hand also is sore. And she's like, oh, you're just talking, you're making up stories, you're a kid, yada, yada. And I thought, no, I'm not bullshitting you. This is real. I'm picking this energy up. And so the pain used to last, for the rest of that day and into the next day. And I remember saying to my grandmother, my hand is so sore. And I kept thinking about this auntie all the time. And that's why I was picking up on her pain. So being empathic is very, very hard. And so later on in life, when I joined the airlines, it became even worse. You can imagine in an airport, working with so many people, hundreds of people, and how they're feeling. I was picking that up and I'm like, I feel like I'm going crazy here. And so the heart palpitations would start, the sweats would start, I'd start to feel sick and I'd be like, what the F's going on? Like, this is not normal. I thought I was going crazy. But again, it was me picking up energies. And so I think a lot of people feel that they're going crazy, and a lot of people, have voices or hear things or feel things, and you think, am I going crazy? And I know someone who's watching, I'm not going to say your name. I had a private, hello Nick, how are you? Nicholas Girardi. I had a private session with, and this person said to me, all these things happened the other day out of the blue, and I feel like I'm going crazy. You're not going crazy. There is sometimes spirits around you, and you do pick up things out of the ordinary. And a lot of my clients are very empathic. They pick up energies. So you have to be aware that this is part of the process that you go through, because spirit really wants you to trust your intuition and use your gifts. Not only to help others, but also to help yourself to get the answers in your life that you need, right? So getting back to the airline story, and so many times, I'd be wherever I was, at the time, dealing with people on the aircraft, or, going to work, I'd always come across some crazy person that either would start yelling or screaming or randomly come to me, because when you are spiritual, when you do have these abilities, people with a lot of drama and baggage tend to, you attract them. And that's another thing to be aware of, to guard yourself all the time. And I know, everyone says you have to protect yourself, but you really do. When you wake up in the morning, when you go to bed at night, during the day, during your processes, call your angels, your guides. Black hematite really helps with that. Selenite too, but you can't wet selenite. You have to be very careful. And it's very good to keep under your pillow to clear the energy and space around you. Rose quartz is very good too with that. And so, the older I got, the worse it became, and I started to doubt myself. I thought I'm going crazy. I thought, oh my God, But for some reason, I always had guidance to give to people. So many times I just come out with things and people look at me like, how do you know that? And I'm like, I don't know. And then I used to doubt myself. So never doubt yourself when you feel something, you give advice to people and it comes out of the blue, because it's Spirit's way of getting the message through. And so then in 2013, I thought I really need to focus on this as a career, because everyone's pushing me and I feel the need now to do this. Oh, Sahan, congratulations. That's good. What airline are you working for? So, yes, it's you have to be careful, Sahan, with that one too. Working in that environment, it's you pick up a lot of people's energy, and also too, you're touching a lot of people's boarding passes. Helping people with bags. So be careful not to pick up energies, right? Anyway, so 2013, I thought, right, I'll start this spiritual journey, and I thought to myself, I'm going to start doing these courses. And Sahan will know that our spiritual teacher, Elizabeth Jensen, who is in the spirit world now, was an amazing healer and spiritual teacher. And she was the one that gave me the confidence, along with my other friend, Jenny. Jenny Fisher really boosted my self-confidence, and I'll never thank her enough for that. But we did do a lot of courses together, and I did study a lot, learning healing modalities, building on my confidence, doing readings, things like that. I also went on a spiritual pilgrimage to Egypt, too, which was an amazing experience. And I have a connection to the Egyptian deities. I've had a lot of visions and dreams from, saints, from gods and goddesses, and people think, what? It's true. It is 100% true. I have. And it is very overwhelming because these energies vibrate at a very high level, and they do impact your life. So I always say, like when you work in the airlines, it's not a job. The airline dictates your life. It's a lifestyle. And so literally doing this job as a spiritual, healer, psychic, I do what the spirits want me to do, So when I'm called to do these lives randomly, or sometimes I'm told, no, you can't do this dream for this person, you have to wait. I'm told, I just do it. And spirit has a way of pushing you or stopping you to do things. Yes, Sahan, Qatar Airways, nice. That's good. Hello, Claire. Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so Elizabeth Jensen really helped me on my spiritual journey, and I went to Egypt with her. It was an amazing experience. Went to the Great Pyramid, saw a lot of the temples, which was amazing. And I've had a lot of spiritual out-of-body experiences too, with other deities. Sahan would know Kuan Yin, very popular in Singapore. She appeared to me once, and then not long after that, I'd done a course. It's funny how spirits and gods and goddesses want you to do their work, and they come in and give you that boost, and then you kind of go on to doing something to work with their energy. And it kind of is weird because you kind of work with them for a while, and you go away from them, then you go with them, then you go away from them. But that's part of the process and part of what happens with spirit. You're meant to do things at the right time. And so I would encourage everyone who's watching, if you're interested in doing anything spiritual, to start learning, to start believing in yourself, practicing on friends and family like I did with readings and healings. And now it's to the point where, things just come to me instantly, and that's what it is, and you just trust the process. Yes, I was Sahan. Yes, and it was the second last trip or third last trip, I think it was, that I went with her. Too. I also had an amazing experience. I visited Brazil, and I went to see John of God, and there has been terrible things and everything that went on there, which is fine. But the entities and the spirits that work through there, the spiritual doctors, are really amazing. I can't tell you guys how many times they've appeared to me and they've helped me. They've come to my clients. So there are real spirits and energies that do work behind the scenes with powerful energies. And in my sessions that I do with my clients, people often tell me, oh my God, I feel like I'm being operated on, or there's intense energies around me, and because the energies are real. Hello Anne, welcome. Hello Jade. Hello Vanessa. So we're just doing a bit of a chit chat about my abilities, and then we'll do some little readings. But I just want to share with everyone here a bit about my journey, and why I do this, because at the end of the day, I love what I do to help people, and this is what it is. It's almost like giving back to people, to help people on the spiritual level. And see, karmic release really is a powerful thing that Elizabeth taught me about, to be able to clear karma and clear blockages for people. And so many people don't understand why they have repeated issues in their life, or why things happen. It's easy to get caught up in the emotional value and the mental value of things and get stuck in a rut. But when you work on a karmic level to clear that through intentions and manifesting, it's amazing what can happen. And so that's part of, again, what I do in my sessions, and the hands-on healing and energy clearing is very powerful. A lot of people want to see me in person, but I don't do that anymore because it is hard. Often, when I have clients, I try to book them in one after the other during one day or 2 days or 3 days, whenever I have time. And I find over the phone works just as well as in person, and it's actually probably easier over the phone. So that way, I can kind of say, okay, I have a client coming up, and the session's an hour, rather than people are waiting back to back here waiting, and I've got to say, oh, I've got to push you out the door. I don't like doing that. And so, healings and readings over the phone are just the same as in person. Hello, Alvina. I can see you here also watching. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And everyone else who's just joined us. And so part of why I do this is also to, to give back, because everyone has karma, I believe. And by doing these free readings and also in the work that I do, I was told by a divinity that it's part of clearing karma and helping build good karma, because everyone comes in this life to clear karma and to create good karma. You know what I mean? So it's very, very powerful. Yes, April. I haven't really done any training. I've done stuff with Shirley. I love her so much. She's another amazing lady. I could definitely do more. I have this knowing when I think about something. Yes, exactly right. So April, what April's saying is 100% accurate. It's just the knowing. And that's, I guess, I've always had that since I was a kid. But you do doubt that. And, it's part of the process of evolving and becoming more confident in yourself. But yes, you have to trust the answer and just give it. Sometimes it doesn't make sense instantly, but it will make sense somewhere, or it will fit in some way, if that makes sense. Hello, Marie. Welcome. And yes, Shirley Sienna is another amazing lady who gave me an opportunity a while ago to join her on radio, doing readings and doing spiritual topic talks, which was amazing. The only thing I guess I haven't done yet is TV. But hopefully if there's anyone out there, get me on TV. That would be fun. Yes, that's true, April. And that's exactly what I was talking about. So when you doubt it, Spirit will push you and push you and push you until you say something. There's been so many times and it still happens to me with my clients now in a session. I'll be like, oh my God, this sounds so weird. And I'm thinking, I've got to tell them. And I'll say it, and then, the client will start laughing. I'll say, oh my God, that is so accurate. Like, who would have known that? And to me, saying it's like, what? But it's not for me to know. It's about being the messenger and passing it on to people, Hello, Jenny. And Jenny, this is who I was talking about before, my beautiful friend Jenny. Hello, Jenny. Gorgeous. Love her so much. She was the one who boosted me all those years ago in doing what I do. And she still does to this day. And I think we had that convo a couple of days ago. So I love you very much. You are very special. She also is very talented. She is the angel lady. And I can see Jenny going, no, yes, you are, Jenny. Own it. Thank you very much, Marianne. Yes, it is a gift that is given to you, but I'm very, grateful for being chosen to do this. But I guess everyone has spiritual abilities, but it's about, bringing them out. You can do anything you put your mind to, and this is where manifesting comes in. So manifesting, now that we've got a new moon, is a good time to manifest new beginnings, new things that you want. And it doesn't matter how, far-fetched the idea is, you can create a miracle in your life. And I know that for a fact. I've had clients that have nearly died, and I have done healings on them, and I have put the manifesting energy to the universe and said, right, you need to do this. We need to help this person. We need a miracle now. Bang. There's been countless numbers. I mean, I remember once in Sydney, I went to see a lady who was in a mental institute, and she was crazy. And I walked into a place and thought, oh my God, this is the worst place for these people to be, because it is surrounded with dark entities. And so I went in and I'd done some karmic release and done some energy clearing as much as I could. And I did leave there a bit of a wreck, because it is, being empathic, you do pick up the energies. But that lady was discharged 3 days later. And then I went to actually see her. No, we had a phone session when she was released. And then 2 days later, she sent me a text message saying, oh my God, I can't believe what just happened. I was in bed and I felt really anxious, and all of a sudden I saw this white light around me. And she said this energy just came over me. She said, I completely feel so much better and I'm so recharged. And an angel appeared to me, which was Hamid, the angel of miracles. And so things like this do happen, So it is amazing what you can do when you trust the universe and manifest and put your intention out to the universe. And so I guess I also want to touch on a point where when you do focus on the negatives in the situation, whatever it's in, then that's what you're attracting. And I know it's, harder said than done, but it is very true. And I know people in my own life that have been very negative with outlooks, and the whole life they've wasted because that's all they see. Everything half full, not everything half empty, not half full. And I guess, you and I keep on repeating, and it is a broken record, honestly, but it's true. If we focus on what we can do in this situation, we can work with that energy to find solutions rather than focus on what I don't have, and what I don't have is a lack of, and therefore if it's a lack of, then I can't see a way out of this. Does it make sense? So it is something that I think we all need to think about, especially when we are going through difficult periods, and everyone does go through difficult periods, and you find yourself in a situation where you think, I can't get myself out of this. No, you can. Ask your universe, ask your guides, ask the divinities to give you guidance, and you'll get that guidance. You'll get that guidance, and of course, sometimes if you are feeling stuck, it is time to get an energy clearing and some healing done for you. And it is about focusing on yourself too, putting yourself first. Because if you don't, then everyone around you can't get the best out of you. And it's honestly the truth. And so that's why if I'm struggling and I don't feel like I can do readings or healings, I will not do it anymore, because it's not worth doing it, because I know my energy is low and I want all my clients to receive the 100% energy that I'm supposed to be giving, right? So that's a bit about my journey, and it has been an amazing journey. And yes, turned 40 last year, turning 41 in Christmas, and I can't wait to see where the next 20 or 30 years take me. And hopefully, yes, I'd love to get on TV, and I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but I know my readings and what I give is pretty good and pretty special, and you have to own it. When you own something, then magic happens pretty much. When you don't believe in yourself, nothing comes from that. And that's me, putting it politely that way. So does anyone have any questions just in general about spiritual topics? And if not, we'll pull some cards and see where the spirits want to take us. Why do I feel like Jenny wants to say something? Come on, Jenny, let's hear from you.